If you're looking for the next billion-dollar product, I've found it. And it turns out it's all about improving the quality, consistency, and aroma of your dog's poop. What a time to be alive. What's up, guys? My name is Quincy. I was trained in direct response copywriting at Golden Hippo Media, where I learned how the best upsell funnels really work. And today I break down million-dollar funnels on this channel to show you the psychological triggers that truly drive conversions. Today, we are looking at a probiotic from PetLabCo, which is doing very good business in the pet health space. And this is one of their biggest products. It's an allergy and immune probiotic chew. It's basically something you give to your dog if they have itchy skin, if they're having bowel issues, anything like that. It's just a daily supplement that will clean up the bacteria in their bowels and make for a happier, healthier dog. And if you know anyone who owns a dog, you know, first of all, they'll spend any amount of money to keep those furry little critters happy. And you also know that things like this, problems like itchy skin or rashes or dandruff, and especially anything dealing with dog poop, is actually a big problem for a dog owner. So there's a lot of built-in motivation for buying a product like this. This is the front end page, the sales page for this probiotic. It's pretty standard. You get the subscription offers what they lead with. They don't really optimize their headline here. They just tell you what it is. You have an upsell kind of built into the front end page in that you can buy 1, 2, or 3 of them. Plus you can get some extras thrown in, some additional products. I guess these would be cross sells that you could get all right there. They do some selling here on this slider. Again, all pretty basic. I'm not a huge fan of some of this copy, just because I think it's a little, like I said, basic. This is where they do a little more selling. They talk about things like triple action support, but they don't really tell you what it is. I assume it's in reference to the 3 strains of beneficial bacteria, but they don't spell that out. They do address some other possible objections, like the fact that it's manufactured in the USA. If you are familiar with the pet food or supplement space, anything manufactured in China is a big red flag because they don't have a lot of the same manufacturing standards. There have been a lot of recalls. Dogs have died eating things from China. So that right there is a big selling point. So that's good. Backed by research. I mean, I'm glad it's backed by research, but this doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't tell me what the research is. It doesn't tell me what it says. It doesn't tell me why it's important. They say it's a vet reviewed formula. Reviewed is doing a lot of work there. Approved might have been a better word choice, but a vet definitely looked at this. We don't know what they thought. I assume it's Dr. Roxana Boardbar that looked at it. She says, again, backed by extensive research. Doesn't tell us what it is, but it does exist. And she recommends it to her clients. This right here, again, is very... it's just there. They tell you it's a proprietary blend of probiotics and a little bit of what it does. They don't tell you here what those probiotics are. They give you a little bit of information about bovine colostrum and galacto-oligosaccharides. If you were wondering if your dog was getting enough of those in its diet. Again, this is all just kind of giving you information. There's not a lot of selling going on here. They're not stressing a lot of benefits, but that's probably in keeping with the tone of the site. This is wanting to have more of a vet medical style, so it's not looking salesy. Even so, I think you could do a little bit more just kind of telling people why they need it, what it's going to do for your dog. Here, this is all kind of just generic filler. They stay at the forefront of pet health. I don't know what that means. They combine latest scientific research with expert insights. That's great. Again, I don't know specifically what they're talking about or what it does for me or my dog. It kind of goes on like this. It tells you the benefits, gut and immune health, itching, tailored for every dog, which apparently just means they have 3 sizes for the 3 types of dog. This is one thing here that I do like that I wanted to point out. They show you exactly what you're going to expect to see from using the product over the first 90 days. Basically, first month is just kind of getting things set up. You're not going to see a lot externally, but things are happening inside. Month 2 is when things start happening, less scratching, licking, and head shaking. And then month 3, look how happy that dog is. So keep this in mind. We're going to come back to this idea in a little bit. Also, they have this 85% of their subscribers saw results within 3 months of daily use. They're subtly encouraging a subscription model, or at least buying a 3-pack instead of a one-off, which is good. I mean, I think that's fair. Probiotics do require continued use. This is the same page. This right here is the upsell. After you've bought 1, 2, or 3 of those tubs, they give you the chance to buy 2 more for 40% off. And the reasoning is now it's 84% of subscribers saw benefits. The numbers are plummeting, but still people see benefits when they use it consistently over time. This is not like a antibiotic. It's not something you take for 5 days and cures your dog. It's something that you want your dog to kind of be on indefinitely. They're offering a 40% discount here. One thing that they do, they're blinding you with mathematics. All of their order options on the front page, on the sales page, are discounted 40, 52, and 55% off. They give you a breakdown of per day what it costs. Here it's 40% off, which is actually a smaller discount than you got on the sales page if you bought 3. But I have no idea what it costs normally. I know I'm saving almost 50% no matter what I do, but I don't know what that is. Here it is, the total cost, which is helpful. I think people like to see that. So this is all okay here. They have basically the same slider as they do on the sales page again, some social proof, and they have a timer up here for urgency. They go into some of the ingredients here again. Not really hitting you hard with copywriting again, packed with premium quality ingredients. That doesn't really say anything. Proprietary blend. Proprietary does not mean good. It just means they're the only ones that have it. So that doesn't tell me anything. But it does, these things do say that, these are good things for your dog to have. Yeast, again, those necessary galacto-oligosaccharides. They have lots of social proof down here in reviews. What I would suggest if I were optimizing this funnel is, first of all, I think you could benefit from a VSL here, just a short little video, preferably from Dr. Roxana Boardbar. I think she's a very photogenic doctor, which I'm sure is a coincidence. You have her come out in her scrubs with her stethoscope around her neck, cute dog by her side, explain why it's important to keep your dog on this probiotic, reassure them that it's healthy and safe, just quick and to the point, and just lets them know that there is a doctor, a vet, science behind this. It's not just some ingredients they threw together in a back alley lab. The other thing is they hint at kind of a reason why you need this, which is the 84% saw benefits with daily use. So that's the why that they're trying to get you with here. You need to keep using it for it to work. It's not just about the money. It's about, that's how the product works best if you're consistent. One thing that they miss here is they don't really hammer you with what would happen if you quit. What happens if I give it to my dog for a month and then I stop? What happens on day 45? This that I like down here on the sales page where they break it down by month, you could kind of do the inverse of this. Day 45, all the beneficial bacteria have now died off. Day 60, the bad bacteria have grown back. Day 90, your dog will start itching and scratching and runny poops again. But they don't. They just say the 84% saw benefits, which is very vague. They don't say what the benefits are. They don't say how fantastic they are. Just things got better somewhat, somehow. Spell it out for me. Let me know what I can expect. Let me know, give me some future pacing of when your first order runs out, you're going to lose all this. But if you have that second tub, now we've got the bad bacteria on the run. Your dog's going to feel great. You're not going to have runny poops to try to pick up with one of those little bags on a walk, which if you ever had to do that, that is the seventh level of hell, trying to scoop up doggy diarrhea with a bag. So getting those things, not having diarrhea in your lawn, these are real benefits for dog owners. So if you can spell that out, that this is what they're going to get if they continue, that would help push this over the edge. I also don't know why they don't offer the subscription that they have. They lead with the subscription here on the sales page. That's the biggest thing that you see on this first slide. Subscription offer for 55% off and then 40% off every month after. That's a good deal for something like this that your dog could potentially be on for the rest of their lives. I mean, that's something you can spell out the discount. You can spell out the idea of set it and forget it. You never have to worry about ordering it again. You just give it to your dog and they're happy. But they don't do any of that. They don't have the subscription offer here. I don't understand. And then one other thing, they don't really do any sort of addressing objections here. There are things that as a dog owner, I might want to know that I'm not told here. One of the key things that I would worry about if I'm about to buy 90 of the 83%, the number's plummeting. One of the things I would want to know if I'm about to buy 90 of these probiotic supplements, what happens if my dog won't eat it? A lot of times my dog just refuses to eat things. He's very weird. So if I just bought potentially like $100 worth of dog probiotic and he won't touch it, did I just set myself up for 90 days of slathering it with peanut butter, shoving it in his mouth and holding his mouth closed, hoping that he'll swallow? You know, there's no talk of a refund. You could have something about how it's got flavors that dogs love. You could have some sort of warning, like warning, put this on the highest shelf in your house because your dog will chew through the packaging to eat all these. And that tells me, oh, dogs love this. It must be bacon flavored or whatever. They don't do any of that. They just say, take it. Dogs love it, which is not, dogs are not that homogenous, as any dog owner can tell you. What one dog loves, another dog will not touch. So I would like some sort of just let me know I can get my money back, and something that promises me that dogs do actually enjoy the taste of this thing. Overall, I'm sure this is a very good upsell funnel that converts well because this is a very successful company. I just think there are some tweaks they could make here that could possibly take it to the next level. If this is something that you are running an offer like this, these are just some things to keep in mind. Really put yourself in the customer's shoes as they go through here and think about what they're thinking about, what they want for their dog. And that's pretty much it for PetLab. Let me know in the comments whether you agree with me or whether you think I'm way off on this one, and I'll see you in the next video.